And I do believe that we're in the moment of Instagram's prime. Instagram has become absolutely the prime place, much like Facebook was in 2011. And I think when you're in your deep prime, you're in the beginning stages of being past your prime.
Quality content or quantity of content? And he asks, why spread yourself across so many different platforms?
Because you're capable. Like, why did Deion Sanders play football and baseball? Because he was capable, but most people aren't. First of all, quality needs to be debated. Who gets to decide its quality? The creative director? The brand manager? Who? Before a piece of creative sees the day of light, it cannot be decided what kind of quality it is. We need to understand the agenda of the creative. And so, for me, quantity is not debatable. I always tell my team, guys, gals, if you're going to deliver a piece of work 3 days late that a client was waiting for, that's not a debate. You are 3 days late. That is not subjective, that's black and white. Once you deliver that work, what she or he thinks of it is completely subjective. And we see a lot of perfection and a lot of politics and a lot of subjectivity, which is just hiding insecurity in this industry. And so I do not understand how people don't understand that we live in a world of 10 to 15 digital platforms that really control the attention graph of our society. And for us to not be telling stories that are relevant to the 12, 15, 35 different cohorts that we could be speaking to across these 5 to 15 platforms is leaving something on the table. And I think agencies and startups and organizations need to restructure to be able to be a quantity and quality player in today's world. But a traditional creative department of copywriters and art directors and senior creatives debating work and then pitching 2 ideas is not built for a 2019 internet world, which is why they push so hard against quantity and judge it as schizophrenia or not on brand, spray and pray, see what sticks. I see it as marketing for the sake of getting quant and qual feedback to do better marketing.
I think we have probably just another minute or 2 left, so let me ask you one, which I'm sure you'll probably get asked a lot. Which are the platforms to watch at the moment? You mentioned TikTok earlier. Is that the coming one that you would argue marketers should be looking at right now?
For all the marketers that are listening, knowing the makeup of this audience, TikTok is important because just remember what you thought about Instagram and Facebook over the last 15 years. It starts super young, and then over time it ages up. And I do believe that we're in the moment of Instagram's prime. Instagram has become absolutely the prime place, much like Facebook was in 2011. And I think when you're in your deep prime, you're in the beginning stages of being past your prime. And I think that TikTok is the only platform that has that much use at that young of an age that has the potential to mature up and challenge. And so, yes, but we've also already mentioned, I think every single person that's listening to this podcast should start producing content for LinkedIn. Every one of them. Every one of them.
Gary, I think we're out of time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.